Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Global Youth Talk Show.
Woo!
So my name is Kwaxi. I am a proud Swati girl with Zulu roots, a professional yapper, if I do say so myself. And as you know, our peoples are not here, but they're here in spirit. But they were like, we're going to send you guys a package because short girls don't ride solo. So, my gorgeous.
Hi, gorgeous. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. My name is Yvette Brains, your favorite host, and welcome. I'll pass the ball to you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Zach. Zach is actually short for Zachary, but I don't mind going by either or.
Okay, Zach, welcome to
Thank you.
the GLT.
Honored
Can
to
I
be
take
here.
it from you, Zach?
Yes.
Hi guys, how are you?
We're
Good.
good. How are
How are you
you?
doing?
I'm good. Now I can talk now. Okay, I'm Westman. I can't call myself with the original name, but because I'm a musician, so I can say Westman. That's
Fancy.
my stage name actually. So my tag goes Westman Emoyeni. Bachini bafethu Westman Emoyeni. Fere ngintwana sekasi yabo. Ntwana yasekasi vie. Asiye maikini masekusona kumanzi phansi maqeda ukoropo ngahamba uyekini issue.
Hey,
Sure.
hey,
Yeah.
hey.
I swear we're doing like a...
It's the wrong show, ne?
It is the wrong
Yeah.
show. I was about to say. It is the wrong
Because I was
show.
about to stand up and sing myself, but
Is
I can't
it?
sing.
Oh, and you are a
No,
singer. I saw your
no, no,
status
no.
is
We are
3
we
days
talking
ago.
here. And today, welcome guys. Thank you guys for joining us and gracing us with your presence.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. As you all know, we're gonna be discussing one of the things that is very happening right now in our society, like the high unemployment rate in South Africa.
Yes.
Can you imagine? So, do you feel like the government and public sector are doing enough to tackle youth unemployment and support our financial struggles, or do you think the youth is being left behind?
That's a very good question. But I do think the government is doing its best because there are like programs put into place,
True,
like
true.
Yes for Youth program,
Yes.
the National Youth Development Agencies,
Yes.
the Harambe, things that are put into place to
True,
try
yeah.
and curb unemployment. But I always tell people, Uguti, these days it's all about connection, guys. Like if you know someone, you will get the job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
True.
We were right ekugcineni. No. You said the government is doing it right. You
No, I
understand?
said they are trying their best.
But why milling bene connection kuzengen?
But remember, so I have like a few people that I know that are on internships.
Yes.
Zach, you can actually speak on my behalf.
Yes,
How's
I
that
can.
going?
It's going good. So far, so good,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
However, I do beg to differ with what you said, saying
Okay.
that the government is trying its best because I don't think it's really looking into the youth. I think
Okay.
they're more focused on a lot more other areas.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, government can't.
Abasinaga.
Surely, they're not going to be able to operate at optimum level for
Yeah.
every
Yeah,
sector that
yeah,
they're in charge of.
yeah.
So in that, I do feel that the youth is being left behind quite a bit, and we're finding more and more like sole entrepreneurs coming out of the youth and all that.
Okay.
Like people are having to find
Yeah.
ways to basically fend for themselves out here. It's like if you don't go out and go get it, you can't rely on a government that's going to help you.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's that many opportunities out there for
okay.
the youth to be able to or to not be left behind. They have to
Yeah.
put in some work themselves, obviously.
So, as you guys know, we go to school, right? So there's this thing where we actually are seeing our people graduate, working at your shops, like retail sector, which is not something that they actually studied for.
Yeah.
And
That's
I'm
what
like,
is happening,
it's
actually.
one of the weirdest things, right? We have your private sectors telling people that we have intention programs, but when you actually dive deeper and look at those intention programs, they're looking for someone with 2 years experience. Like if
Yeah.
you're fresh, if
Yeah.
you are
Yeah.
just a fresh graduate,
Yeah.
how do you have 2 years experience? It doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
It doesn't
It
make
doesn't.
sense.
And they say they're opening the sector. Like, how is that opening up the sector if you still need people to have 2 years experience while you're still fresh out of
High school.
university?
varsity,
Yeah.
It,
yeah.
it doesn't make
yazi
sense.
njani, ne? When we go to the business part, ne?
Yeah.
Business lakho, let me say it in English, ne? In your business, ne?
Yeah, say
You
it.
can't allow something that has not experienced the business already, you understand? Umuntu ongakaze asebenza kulelo business is a chaos to your business. Do you know that?
Yes,
It's a
it
loss.
is- it is a
because you have to
cost.
train
It
the
is a
person
cost, yeah.
about your business, what is going to happen, what he's supposed to do, this and that, this and that. And if the person doesn't have experience, exactly, we have to present everything, tell him what to do, what not to do. You understand?
Yeah, I
and
get that.
it takes the job back now. You understand?
No, but the
but
thing
if we
is-
take someone
Who's
already
well experienced.
with experience,
Yeah.
you understand?
No,
we are
I'm-
good
I'm
to
listening.
go. The business is going.
Yeah.
No, but,
But
the
I
thing
think
is,
this-
nobody comes out of university with
With
knowing
ex-
knowing the skills experience.
Yeah.
Like I came out of university without the skills, and I got into an internship program. I learned on the job. You know, it goes with dedication. Like nobody comes out of varsity and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna know," because like what you are being taught at school is different from what you are gonna be doing. at
Exactly.
the
Theory and
work
practical are two
environment.
different
Yes.
things.
But I
So-
beg to differ because I think for me, I had like a very strategic way of doing
Yeah.
things. I did go to tertiary, but I did online schooling
Yeah,
while
yeah.
working.
Yes.
So while I was working, it wasn't like the same salary that you would get if you had like a 2-year experience.
Yes.
It would be very low, but because I'm a student, it would make sense to just get
Exactly.
5,000
Yeah.
rands a month.
True.
But also studying online while having a job can be slightly tricky to just juggle both. But I do think that's something that our youth has to look into, online schooling instead of just being like a full-time student, so that you can get the experience
True.
and
While
the
doing it.
education as
Yeah.
well. And he is right.
No, he is, yeah.
Training is very costly to the business because when I bring you in, I'm trusting a stranger who doesn't know anything about my business
Exactly.
No, true.
with my clients, and there's a high chance that my clients might leave me to say, you know what, I don't think you delivering on the standards that you promised me.
But sorry, before I
No,
let you
you
continue.
say it, you say it.
Unfortunately, I don't feel that I understand the training costs of getting new people in.
Yeah.
But as you said, it's quite difficult to like apply to places and then they're expecting you to have 2 to 3 year work
Yeah,
experience.
true.
Yeah,
But it's just going to
absolutely.
take that one business that, although the costs are going to be there, how many people are going to come out of varsity and then have the expectation of having 2-3 years experience if there's not going to take that one person, that one business that's going to give them the opportunity to gain experience? So if a lot of people, well, a lot of businesses are closing people off because of lack of experience,
Yeah.
no one is really going to be
Exactly.
having or be able to grow within whatever business they're
Yeah.
able to go, because they haven't been given that opportunity.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but businesses that take that chance in hiring students without their experience, they're most likely to offer. Okay, for example, the national basic salary for an office administrator is like 12,000 rands,
Yeah.
going up. But if I were to get someone that's fresh from tertiary, then I'll just give them like 6,000 rands,
stipend
and they
amount.
will take it because it's not going to be a stipend. That's like your salary,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's including your taxes, your UIF. So you
Yes,
might
yeah.
get the money, say, go 5,000 something.
Amashilele.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's how they do
Amashilele.
it. And that's how they risk their businesses. But to be honest with you, I also think people with like degrees or masters, they also don't want to take a 5,000 salary because they feel like they've put in so
Exactly.
much
So
work
much work,
into
yes,
it. Yeah.
No, but the
Yes.
thing is, like, with these internship programs, like, there are like facilities that pay these companies to actually hire these people, the interns, right? So it's literally like a program that these companies run. So as you're saying, like, obviously, like a graduate. Masters.
Yeah.
I mean, you are already there. Like,
You're already
honestly,
there.
you're
Imagine
not-
5,000
No,
rands
but the thing
after
is,
studying for
let's
7
say-
years.
Let's say you have a master's degree and you haven't worked.
Yeah.
They're not gonna hire you because
Just because you have the degree.
you have
Yeah.
the degrees.
But
your
also,
level
these
of
graduates, they
expertise.
don't want to take the job
No, but the
because they're
thing
saying
is-
7 years of studying and you're only going to
No,
give
but
me
the thing is,
5,000.
you know, with that 7 years of studying is wrong. You need to, let's say, get a degree, get your internship while while you're furthering your studies. That's why some of the degreed people with your masters and you're sitting at home because you didn't want to do your internship while you're studying.
yes,
Because
yes.
now the companies feel like you are too like
You're overqualified.
You're overqualified. They won't be able to pay you that money that
Yes,
you
yes.
deserve.
You're
because
overqualified,
overqualified
without an experience.
without an experience. Yes, so it's like yes, study, also like have an experience, because that is one of the important thing. That's why some people say it's wise while you're studying and you check okay, I want to be like a demand planner. Google demand planners, Google your IT, whatever
everything
field
you
you want
have
to
to
be in,
research it.
and then ask someone to actually mentor you, which is going to be easy because you already have one foot at
In
the
the
door.
door,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
it is.
No, I 100% agree with you. Yeah.
Nami ngiyibheke ngenye indlela ne. When you check on the part of experience and the
Yeah.
skills ne, the difference of the two,
Yeah.
because there is a skill angithi. You come out from a tertiary uqedile ku-grand angithola, but the skill on its own is not the experience yakho,
Yeah.
you understand. But if you gain the experience while teaching yourself again, that's another bonus, you understand.
True. Yeah.
I can say if uyageleza while uspana, it's more of you. Like
Yeah.
you can get from that job to the other job by doing that. Because okay, sharp ngihola 5 hour,
Yeah.
ngiyavaya ngespanile, but then ngisafunda. Don't you think le spanning isenzayo, it can change from this span to the other one, because I'm going to the
Because
other level now.
Yes,
I'm going to the other level. I was having this skill and this experience. Now it's
Yeah.
changing because I'm having another skill on me while doing the same experience.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
Iyaqala
yes.
ukushintsha manje,
Yeah,
uyangithola?
it is.
Even the manager or someone else working in that place, they can see the difference between you and the people.
Yeah, true.
You
So
see.
like what you just said now, do you guys think in terms of like being degreed, do you think now like having these degrees, the market, like the degrees that we are obtaining now,
Sure.
is it still aligned to market, like what the market needs? Because as I did mention, Gusena, there's a lot of people who have degrees but they don't have jobs. Or
For
they're
me-
or they're working
Kahle
a job that is not aligned to what they studied for.
Yeah, I think I was about to ask the same
Yeah.
question, Uguti. Is the experience really something that has to be aligned with your degree, or you just have to have a work experience? But because I think I definitely think I can work in every department or
Yeah.
any other department, because
But
now
what did you study for?
companies
What did you study for?
now companies
yeah.
have ilo khonjang zobuya kwena, ne?
Yeah.
Now companies have like different systems that they use. For instance, if I were to get into an accounting department,
Yeah.
then I can't work as a CA because that's too far-fetched if I
Yeah.
studied
Sure.
science. But there's just general things like administration,
stuff,
you know,
yes,
like you
yes.
can do
Yeah.
some things like this. But I think companies are just looking for more of a work experience so that you know the work ethic, getting
Yeah.
on the job early, aligning with the employment equity policies,
Yeah.
and then they can just teach you the systems that they're using within the business to make you be aligned with what you studied
So
for.
if I'm
I don't know.
understanding what you're saying is basically that although, say for example, like me, I'm actually in this position right now. I'm studying BCom law. However, I am very unsure as to whether or not I actually want to go into the field.
Yeah.
So what, from my understanding of what you're saying, is that as long as businesses know that you do have a general work experience, you
Yeah.
don't necessarily have to have experience in that field that you're
Yeah,
studying.
yeah.
As long as you're able to, as you said, like be able to do admin stuff. Obviously, I mean, a lot of people expect you to do like Word and Excel
Yes,
and PowerPoints and
Microsoft
those things.
Office,
So the
yes.
basic general admin, I do think is good enough. I don't think
Yeah,
businesses
same.
really.
I think, yeah.
I'm
Guys,
a
you're
bit
missing something.
I'm either or to what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
Whether like in a perfect world that would make sense, right? So for me, like I'm gonna go with my journey, right? So what happened was I studied something. I was work experience something else, and then when you got to the job, that work experience it doesn't
It doesn't
it doesn't
align, yeah.
align. So they had to start from the ground up and teach you the basic stuff of what I actually studied
Yeah.
for.
Okay, why did they
Yeah.
take you? If
Because I had the degree.
you have
I
the
was
degree,
qualified
bonnet
for
degree,
it.
yeah.
You see, I was qualified for it. The experience was something else that wasn't part of my degree.
meaning they still weighed also
Yes,
the
so
work
the degree
experience and-
also is
yeah,
very
yeah.
important.
It is.
But then I like, listen, okay, look, my work experience, they didn't even check that, but then I worked way because it wasn't aligned to what they were looking for. But my degree degrees
Yeah.
were
it-
unlikely.
it takes us back to actually saying. It takes us back
Hey,
to
wait.
what we were talking about earlier. Ukuthi, you can't have a degree and still get a job. Sometimes you can have the work experience and get the job. So I think
it
you
does,
need
yeah.
to just
Find a
balance.
balance,
in a
yes.
way, yeah.
True.
To lose balance and like
Yeah, right.
lose balance.
Yeah, true.
Because
I agree.
on the other part, mina mangibheka futhi, yes, like I'm surprised ukuthi, okay, you go to school,
Yeah.
learn a certain skill, you understand, and then finish it, you understand, you get your degree, but then mawuphuma, because you need money, you don't need the job, you need money now, you understand, you just go straight to any job that you get, the opportunity
Exactly,
lezayo, and
yes.
then boom, night degree bafethu ngicela ispan uyangithola because
Yeah.
ngifuna imali ngizongena anyway, the general working, cleaning in yonke
Yeah.
lento le, because ufuna imali angithi, but why ungayicabangi le experience lena le knowledge oyithathe lapha esikolweni yamahala mos, because when we look at it in the other part, you were there for 7 years, ne? Learning something that you will never use in your life. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Oh, Lord,
Sorry
Lord have
about
mercy.
that, but like, what was the skill for?
Yeah.
If you said you wanted to be a doctor, okay?
Yeah.
You went to school to be a doctor, ne? And then when you were done, your degrees, everything was there, then you were supposed to get a job of being a doctor, but
Okay.
because you need imali, you get yourself going anywhere where you can find opportunity for a job, and then you take it.
I think doctor is a very difficult one to use because doctors are very in demand at the moment.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
like I've heard stories of doctors not actually getting jobs.
Yes.
Which is quite crazy to me because
Yeah,
it's like
it
a
is.
doctor,
I mean,
I don't
tholakala,
get it.
you know.
But then what do you say then, okay, what would your answer be then to people who have gone ahead, studied, for example, I think doctors too, I shouldn't use doctor, maybe like a teacher, for example. Let me use
Yeah.
a teacher.
Oh, yeah,
So say,
there's
for
an
example,
influx
if
of those.
someone, so if somebody is interested throughout varsity, now I want to do teaching, they study the teaching degree and all of that. But then when they actually get into the work, so they have the degree,
Yeah.
when they move into the working environment and they actually realize that this is not for me.
Yeah, like
There's a
me.
lot of people
I've
that-
switched from being an accountant. I've specialized in accounting,
Yeah. Sure.
but now I'm doing marketing. But you know, I could tell you this: have you ever thought of like directly knocking to the door? Like
Yes.
on my second job, I definitely knocked on the door. This whole
Yeah.
thing of applying online and trying to get a
Oh.
job.
I also don't believe
It
that.
don't work.
definitely went to the
Don't
boss.
work.
And I used to call him every day, every morning, every night. It would be
Yes.
me. Hi, I'm still looking for a job. I sent you my CV. I know I didn't study
Sure.
of what I'm trying to apply
Yes.
for right now, but I definitely think I'm a good candidate. Like, I literally convinced that guy. Like, just knock on the door.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
think
you
that's
call
one thing.
pivoting,
Yeah.
and I love that, and companies love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like you guys, as you know, we live in a very like social media based world. You know, like every time where you look at social media, you're like, there's a new way of living. There's
Yeah.
a new like aesthetic. This is how we should live.
Yeah.
So like I want to ask you guys a question, right? Because like there's always pressure of how we should look, how we should live. Heck, the way we live is also determined by what is happening socially.
Social media.
So like, do you guys think that the aesthetic culture inspire us to level up, or does it sometimes make us feel insecure about ourselves and our life? What do you think?
Sure.
I think, sorry, I'll take this one. I think
Yes.
that it depends on how you look at it.
Yes.
I just feel like, for example, if you're looking at it from a perspective of like you chasing to be someone that you're not supposed to chase to be that person only because you see it on
Exactly.
social
Yes.
media,
Yeah.
then you're going to feel you're going to feel insecure because you're always going to chase something that you'll never obtain. So the lifestyle and everything
Yes.
else that we see on social media, I think, the perception, like the way that you look at it is how you're also going to perceive it. Other people will then use it as motivation, like, if this
Motivation,
person
exactly.
can do
Yes.
it, then
Yeah.
surely
I
I can do
find-
it, but
Yes,
I can do
yes,
it in
yes.
my own way. So I think, it just boils down to the way that you look at it. So yes, society has put a lot of pressure on people, additional additionally social media.
Yes.
Yes.
The way, because everything is, there's nothing that doesn't bypass social media at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, I feel like most people tend to go into the route of feeling pressured and
Yeah.
then feeling insecure in themselves. I think a lot of people do go down to that route
True.
more than using it as an inspirational, motivational
True.
thing.
But like, how do you guys determine the fact that, like when if you scroll to Instagram now, there's a new way, like, this is how a female body or a male body should look. You should have a BBL or this aesthetic. If you don't have that, then you're not pretty. You, like, your face should look a certain way or this. Like it's what happens every day when you go to social media. You're like, oh, this is how a person should look.
Yeah.
So like, does that like affect us as young kids in a way?
Yeah.
Can
You know-
I take that
Definitely.
one?
Yeah.
Okay. For me, ne, okay, as a content creator, ne,
Yes, we want
I've
them
I've
content
understood it
creator.
in a different way. You understand? So the main thing with social media, monge now uthola leyo pressure leyo.
Yes.
Then, as an individual, ne, you have to talk to yourself, ne. The main thing, individual, you hear what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yes.
You have to tell yourself that whenever I'm done or whenever my goal is enriched or something, you
Yeah.
understand? I wanna be in this spot, you understand? The social media thing, guys, is twice, as she said, Zek, ne? You can take it in the other perspective whereby like you as pressurize.
Yeah.
You give yourself pressure and be like, "Ngifuna lela tegi, I want to be buff. No, relax, no pressure.
But don't you want to be buff?
Sofuna ukugcwala ngangaza endaweni abafuna isifuba labantwana. Come on.
Yeah.
Like there's a way of giving it to yourself in a good way.
Yeah.
Like in a positive way, you understand? When you scroll to social media and get those beautiful things, gorgeous things, tell yourself that I want to display myself
Yeah.
as who I want to be, you understand? To inspire others as he's inspiring me.
Yeah.
You understand? Because the very same picture, if you check in the other perspective, ne, the same picture can motivate you to get deep to yourself, like
Yeah.
Yes.
to explore yourself that I can do this.
Yes.
But in my own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If ngislanda, bro. And then there's no way ukuthi ngashintsha. Yangithola? I have to stand for ubuslenda bami, you understand? And then if ever let me say in the other way, ne? If this is a pressure to the social to the
Yeah, social
community.
hierarchy. Yeah.
Guys, I don't know what's for the pressure, because at the other point, this is entertainment. You have to look at it in the other way. These are content creators. Those people who are facial expression, doing those things, they are just entertaining you. They are not forcing you to do that.
Yeah.
They are not forcing you to do that. They didn't say you should be like me. Don't be like me. You understand? You should like be to your deep self. Like get inside yourself and find yourself. You understand? And then that's where you know Ugutini how you wanna be. Don't pressurize it. Don't find pressure.
No,
Yvette?
I agree with you.
Don't find pressure.
I agree with you. But I do think Uguti, well, yes, it is in two ways, but I've realized that a lot of people are now using their struggles, their insecurities as their USPs. So unique selling points in a sense that, especially on TikTok, growing up, we thought maybe for you to do a vlog, you need to have like this nice big house, this nice furniture around you. You need to drive a car. But like right now, people are really embracing their struggles. Shooting a vlog in Kukwini, shooting a vlog at
Bethu abanye
Exini,
bayazirenta.
right? Eating amakwenya. Like the pressure is just off. And a lot of people are getting traction from just, it's authentic, it's
Authentic,
raw,
yes.
right?
Yes,
That's how
yes.
they say it.
True,
And then
yeah.
a lot of people are just getting their money out of all of that. I know
True.
we spoke about this on the other episode,
Yes.
how content creation is now monetized and also not.
True, yeah,
and
yeah.
people are just getting out of poverty from just being authentic.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, so I think the pressure for some people is just off.
True,
But
yeah.
I think one thing that also is a pressure that's not necessarily on social media is one question that you get after high school: what do you do for a living?
Yeah.
See that question
Yes.
will
Yes.
get you the pressure that you will never get on social media. Yeah, like after they ask you, right? I know.
Like, Konje, what do I do?
What do you do?
Yeah.
No, nothing much. I'm just working at Mr. Price, Nyazam. And the other one is just like, yeah, I just got married. I have 5 kids.
Yeah.
I'm driving a Porsche. Would you like a ride or something?
You know,
yeah. I think that will get you a lot of pressure. But
Yeah.
right now, I just don't see any pressure on social media. That's just my
No,
perspective.
but what you said, just to add on what you said, you know, like I think people embracing their authenticity was a good thing because now people got to see within like social media, it's not a real place.
It's not.
It's literally fake.
Yeah.
You know, like
They
it's
never
it's
understand
it's
it
a
at all.
reality show,
It
right?
is.
So I think people got that within. Listen, this person is just there making money, which is good for them.
Yeah.
That's how you make your money. Do that, and now people are embracing their true self and just living.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
look at Mogelings. He
Ooh.
used to be from, he's from the rural areas.
You
in
see,
KZN,
yeah.
and like he
Yes.
used to shoot vele and Linagubo just the plasteriwe without
Yes.
the paintings. But
Agana
right now,
pressure. Agana
he's just in
pressure.
a modern,
Yeah.
luxurious house. So
Imagine.
I just
True.
don't think there's any pressure, guys.
And I think with that, it's like you get to see people's stories. You
Yeah.
know, like from the
Kunale-
ground
kunale
leveling
say
up.
It's
Yes.
let's say use what you have to get what you need.
Ooh,
Yes.
clock it.
That's what
just
she
my
does.
motto.
That's what she does.
Yeah, that's my
Because
motto.
uyabona ukuthi lo muntu lo uyafair uyekas, but now she's living the life because of ukuthi sebenzisele into
Yeah.
bekana.
And
Yeah.
you touched
Yeah.
on something about, the body image and what's or not.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yes.
back
Yeah.
then, we especially in modeling, we thought
Yeah.
it has to be like the skinny, petite
you have
type
to be
of
tall,
girl,
yes.
right? But right now,
it's not about
it's
that.
all the
Shapes
thick
and
Leonces, it's our
sizes and-
sizes was
True.
running
Yeah.
the runway, right? And I do think that people are really embracing their imperfections to just be out there. That's what I'm saying. I don't see any pressure anymore.
No, there isn't. But do you guys think that the aesthetic culture actually influences the fashion, how we dress, how
Yeah.
we do things, like how we post, like how we actually like navigate the way we vlog?
Yes.
Like, have you seen how Grace Mondlana?
Yeah.
Yes, like how she curates her videos.
Yeah.
Like I've seen a lot of people, even your
Do the same thing,
K-yams, like
yes,
do the
yeah,
same
yeah.
thing. How they like vlog, how they, like
they
the
dress,
nuances,
yes,
the
yeah.
nuances of how they, you
Yeah,
know. Do you think
absolutely.
that it does actually
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely think so. I think relevance conquers it all. You need to remain relevant
Yes.
in
I
this
was
time.
about to
Yeah,
go there.
Yeah.
that's
I
why
was
we
about to
do
go
the
there.
same things over and
Yes.
over again. And I think back then, our fashion sense is not the same as now, and it's
Yeah.
because things are constantly changing.
Hey, but
Yeah.
you know what? They're going back to the
Yes.
70s.
We like
and
recycling
90s.
it. We're recycling it.
There was this skirt I saw that the girlies are wearing, and I'm like, my mother used to rock that.
Yeah, like it's so
She
cool.
said she was a trendsetter.
But
that
now
one.
it's
Yeah.
more fashionable.
Yes.
They make it much nicer. It's
gu-
the trends,
kunale
guys.
ngaza leli, these pants which is like it holds you, then it opens.
Ah.
Oh,
Konje,
wide
you
legs.
I don't know
Ngibamba
what you call them.
Akunavups ngibamba ungiyeke le iyakubamba bese iyakuyeka phansi.
Oh, yeah.
Yona le.
Okay.
Lela ngaza leliya when we say 2018 bongeke uligcoke. Bongeke.
Just like skinny jeans is out.
Yeah, I know.
Joe bongeke uphume. I'm telling you today they are making fashion ngayo right.
Yeah,
So
true.
It's
Yeah.
like it's culture. You
Yeah,
Oh,
as long
nice.
as it's relevant.
Yeah.
It becomes a trend. A trend seemed to have the need to be followed. So the
trend.
new
Yeah.
thing, everyone is
Trendy.
going to start jumping onto that. Like if you're speaking now, even the way that, like for example, photo dumps. We didn't use photo dumps like a few years ago, and now it's become an update of my life thing.
Yeah.
So
It's an
it's a
original
trend,
thing
and now
now.
everybody is doing it, and it's like the new
It's
way
usual.
of
Can I-
social media.
Can I be an oldie?
Go ahead.
What are photo dumps?
You don't know what photo dumps
I don't
are?
know.
On Instagram.
I am on Instagram.
Oh, a lot of people are doing photo dumps on Instagram.
What is
But it's a
that?
trend.
Photo
It's-
dumps is basically like, for example, if I go, in a week or in 2 weeks
Okay.
span, or even in a month span. Like some
Okay.
people do it on a monthly thing. So like whatever you do, certain pictures from maybe you went to the beach this day, maybe you went to
Yeah.
a market, and then you create a dump of like a few photos.
Yeah.
Oh, and you
know
post
that
your
thing that you can
Posted in, like,
select,
one
yes.
post and then there's different slides.
So you do one
my
post with
bad. I
different
do
style.
that. I just didn't know the name. Okay.
called
Sorry,
Right now,
my
caption
blonde
it as a photo dump.
blonde
Yes.
moment. Okay, my
Photo
blonde
dumps,
moment.
She learned something today.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
I mean, yeah, I learned the name.
Yes.
Danko Zach.
Yeah, as I was saying, like monge ulugqokile la ncaza.
Yeah.
Like there are things that you wouldn't wear like before.
Mm-hmm.
Cause now it's a trend. Yeah, you will wear it, and you'll be free about that.
Yeah.
You won't be like, ibazothini. Baba, no, yabona kunala mancaza wamaniga lawa big clothes.
That's
Okay, tell me,
Baggy ones.
on 2018 here in South Africa, will you wear that?
No, you're gonna stand out.
Esitratini bazothi uyasilengela wena ufuna uyasilengela lona kwenzakalani. It's not your size. Bro, kambe ubhaye enye size like. Ufunani esitratini ngetengana.
Yeah, you guys used to sag nama skinny jeans, remember?
Yeah,
that?
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
manje,
sure.
I think my skinny jean.
It's nobody
no.
likes it. Nobody likes it.
know.
But now,
I
guys,
know.
going back
Like-
into like what you just said, all of y'all said, like the aesthetic culture and what is happening with social media, and the fact that like like we are content creators, or us in general as people who are living in the social world. Do you now think that do you feel Uguti us living socially, are we living authentically, or are we just doing something for the likes, or because we know if I post this burgundy outfit because it's in, people are gonna be like, this one trendsetter. We are in with the times. So are we living because we wanna post that picture? Are we doing it because we wanna do it, or are we doing it because we wanna trend, we wanna have likes, we want people to follow us? Are we? Yeah.
Can I
Yeah,
take
he's
that?
a content creator, so.
Tell us. Tell us.
So guys, okay, for my likes,
Yeah.
my likes.
Yeah.
So on the monetizing thing,
Yeah.
the monetization, whatever you post as a content creator, you think of chele, you understand?
Oh, yes,
You
yes,
think of like the ching chong. So you can't post something that is not gonna
Yes.
give you the ching chong. You understand? But for umuntu normal, you poster whatever, into yakho, mfethu.
Yeah.
We don't care, but
Yeah.
you understand the part of being a content creator is different. You're in a business.
Yeah.
You are in a business. Like whatever you're doing, you're selling. You understand? I'm selling my face right now. You understand?
Yes,
Then if this face looks like like you can't like this face. You understand?
Yes.
But so you think I'm gonna get the money?
No,
Yeah.
definitely
So
not.
No, I
have to
get
post
you, I
something
get you.
that will give me the money.
Yeah.
So I would also add on what he just said.
Yeah.
So I'll just give like a fair example, and please don't come for me, right?
Okay.
But I think I'll give an example with Uzi Ngumalo. You know Uzi Ngumalo, right?
Yeah,
Uzi
yeah.
Ngumalo,
Oh,
right?
gorgeous lady.
Right?
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah. So with Uzi, I definitely think she's an amazing vocalist.
Yeah.
Right? She's an amazing vocalist, but because she wants to remain relevant, she has to stick to the amapiano vibes. But imagine her if she were to do soul, R&B, how nice we could listen to just her voice without her to just, speak through Ilokunja, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I do think, getting back to that, when you're a content creator, you need to remain relevant, and you need to think about the money and like
Yeah.
what's relevant.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why you see this trend shift every now and then. That
Yeah.
if amapiano is trending now, we have to hop on that.
Yes.
If it's gqom, let's hop on gqom. You see things like that. I remember Reason had
Yeah.
switched from being a hip hop artist to becoming
amapiano.
because
Yeah.
it was relevant at that time,
Yeah.
and we're not listening to any what's hip hop anymore, right?
Yeah.
So I do think you need to just be relevant, especially if you are a content creator.
Yeah.
But
But-
also,
The thing.
But now, how do we keep the culture alive? Like, speaking of hip hop now,
Yeah.
so I'm a hip hop artist,
Yeah.
and then just because I'm a piano is up, and then I
It's on the
switch.
trend.
yeah.
And then I move into that. Like,
Sure.
how am I?
Brand.
But the thing is now, like, everybody knows me as an hip hop artist, right? And then now,
Yes.
so what if now hip hop is back? Should I now go back?
be a
No,
fluid
as
artist.
an artist,
Yeah, I feel
as an artist,
yes.
Okay, you
Yeah.
need to be
Mele- yeah,
flexible.
mele- yeah.
Okay.
Don't be rigid.
Young Swag, can you see Casper Nyovest?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, your violist.
Yes.
Sure.
Dark
That guy
Shebeleza.
can go with the trend in a way that anga move from gqom.
Oh yeah, I've seen
Angena
that.
hip hop. Angena amapiano. Next time I drop a hip hop foot.
Yeah.
Like you be.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
you
just
understand?
be
Like,
versatile.
Like
Yeah.
akahlala endaweni eyi-one, uyangithola? And Uslam, because he's thinking of the business part of it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand?
Remaining
he knows.
relevant.
Yes.
Because do you remember Fifi Cooper? Oh yeah. Nobody
Yo,
remembers her. It's because
Where's she?
she's been in the hip hop industry and right now she hasn't
has.
been releasing. And I am a
Where
huge
is she?
fan. I do think she has the talent, but because
She's so
hip-hop is
talented.
not relevant at this time, I do think she has to
No,
not
but-
switch, but maybe
she
be
has to
fluid.
Yeah.
Feature amapiano artist Niana.
I don't know. I don't know.
No,
I mean,
the only way to come back as an artist that was famous, the only way these days
yeah.
is to feature someone who's in the trend, toppest trend. You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
And create a hit. A hit.
So basically,
Yeah.
like social media, it's a game.
Sure.
Because have you seen how
Social media,
it is a
yes,
game?
yeah,
Because now
for
have you
sure.
seen like how let's say I'm releasing a track with you. I'm gonna create hype as if we're dating. And we are not dating. It's
We are
just
switching things.
yeah. So which
Yeah.
means like everything we see, it's fake now.
It is.
Like
Yes,
honestly,
it is. Everything's fabricated.
it's monetization. It's all about the money. Yeah.
Uma welele, uJola Nwaphiwe.
No.
I don't know.
No.
You see, but did you see before?
I have
before
no
the-
idea
the
who
song
that
when-
is.
When the song was on the trend.
The
When
girl
you
who
look, they
was
were
featured on the Chris Brown song?
The vocalist at schoolgirl.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
do you see that girl?
Akiwe.
Do
Yes.
you remember those pictures when her first song, the first song that she blew up with?
The
Was it
Romeo
not
and
the
Juliet.
Chris-
Yeah.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you see how that was? Like it was like bajola labantu. Like it was on social media, Joe. Like
Yeah.
those pictures. We noma welele ngapha nangapha. You understand? And so like it was showing Tini after the song was no longer on the trend.
Yeah.
Abasukuitu.
Yeah,
'Cause
they
I
did
think-
confirm that they were not dating.
No, the
after
thing
the
is-
fact.
Everything.
True.
It
was
was just for
showing-
cameras.
No,
man.
but I think the thing is with us people, we buy into it and we wish it's true. And then
Yes.
Yeah.
us as artists, we go with it because that's what people are
That's what
talking
we
about.
need,
You
yeah.
see,
That's the
so
thing.
it's all about who's like what's trending. What do the people want? What are the people talking about? And then Tina, as artists, we're just gonna go with it because people, when you're searching Kwaxi, people are gonna know it's she has a song with this person, and then the song is getting likes and all of that. So I think it's that, So
That's
do
how
we
it
feel
is.
pressured? I think right now, currently, I don't think we feel pressured. We feel like we feel motivated. But before we were feeling pressured because we were like, hey, this girl, Una 28, say my age, and would drive a Lamborghini, and then where's my car?
And also, guys, everyone has like a different timeline.
True, we
time
forget
frame.
that.
Yeah, like
Yes.
honestly speaking,
They
you
forget.
might be quick to get married and have kids. I know a girl.
Katsako.
Yeah, I know a girl who I know. Well, well, she finished high school, like the standard way of achieving in life. Finishing high school, going to tertiary, getting a degree, getting married, kids.
Yeah,
she
yeah.
has 2 kids, a boy and a girl. Like
Oh,
that
cute.
dream,
Oh,
right?
yes.
And at some point, I felt pressured, but I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? This is not what I want right now. Maybe there's more things that I need to look ahead.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And yazi umuntu vele kumele ubheke indaba zakho.
Right?
Yeah, true.
Bheka indaba zakho. You have your own table, bro.
I
So,
think
yeah.
seeing that, I think that people also mustn't fall into that pressure of what because you just use it as like you just said that it's the dream.
It is.
Is to-
yeah.
I don't think it's a dream anymore for many
Yeah.
people.
True, it's
I
not.
don't,
People.
and I
Yeah.
hope it doesn't become a dream again because honestly, as
no.
you said, things need to unfold at the time when
Why?
should be for
why,
you people.
Why it
Why?
mustn't be a dream? Why?
it mustn't be a dream because then this is something that society has then made. Like this is okay, you've achieved something in life if this is the route that you have followed and you have done all of it, then you have done good in life, there's nothing more.
Yeah.
And then I feel like a lot of people will at the end of that then be like, okay, I did the marriage, I did the kids, I did this, I did that.
Yeah.
That
Then
society and then
Then
what? I'm
what?
just gonna
Then
sit here
what?
and
What do
wait
you
for
do?
life to just go by.
So
So I don't think it
True.
should. I don't think people should view it as a dream.
Yeah.
It's just if you don't get married, there's nothing wrong. If you don't have kids, there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong. If you don't go ahead and go start and go work in the field that you studied, that that is also
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
True,
So
yeah.
I don't think people should fall into that
Preach.
pressure
Preach,
of
man.
fulfilling what
I don't
society has
believe
deemed
in
to be
marriage.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So-
win. You're heartbroken. People that
No,
say
I
they
don't
don't
believe-
believe in
no.
marriage.
No,
Like,
I'm
Yeah.
one of
Oh,
them.
well,
I won't
naturally,
lie, I'm
ne?
one of them.
Like I don't think I will get married.
I'm
guys,
with you on
like-
that one. I'm not
Crazy.
really
No,
big on
like-
marriage, which is quite weird because I come from a two-parent household.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
been married for like 26, 27 years. So I've got a perfect example, but I don't think marriage is for me. Because
Yeah.
okay, I'll give my honest reason from the get-go. If you want to break things off sharp, pack your things and leave. Don't
Yeah.
be taking me to court and stuff. Just make it
Sure.
easy.
Oh,
Yeah.
is
Because,
that why
yeah,
you
I
are
just
not
feel
a
like
man?
marriage.
Trump,
I feel like
Trump,
marriage.
drama.
It is.
No, but the thing is, like, it's like, yes, marriage is not the ultimate goal because, like, it shouldn't be the ultimate goal because there's also other things like your careers and everything around it. But marriage is still a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Sure,
But can
it
I ask
is.
you
Still
this
is a
question?
beautiful
It is.
thing.
Don't you
Yeah.
think that marriage was created by someone?
By
It was created by
yes,
God.
By God.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if this marriage thingy, ne, if this marriage thingy is something that was created by someone, ne,
Yes.
when amawumthanda loyo muntu loyo, if you are not marrying that person, it means awumthandi.
No,
No,
it
it's
doesn't.
just tying
Exactly.
a
Exactly.
knot.
So why are you getting married?
It's a commitment.
It's
You're
a
tying a
commitment. You
knot.
You committed when you said I love you.
No, the thing is,
You committed that time.
everybody
You
can say
committed.
no.
I get
Okay,
it.
now
I
I'm
agree.
saying-
You're
okay, I'm
committing by
promising
saying
you,
that.
we are in the house, ne? It's both of us. I'm saying, Joe, nzoba now forever. Trust
Yes.
me. I'm saying it with my mouth. ne?
Angikuthembi.
So why do you want me to show it to the
No, but
community?
honestly, with me, like, I'm gonna speak on myself. Like, I'm a very traditional
Yeah.
girl,
Sure.
right?
For me too.
Like, honestly, I'm a traditional girl. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter, like, if I'm in this media game,
Yeah.
doing all the things, all of it, but I'm still traditional at heart.
Traditional, sure.
Yes. So I do, like, I'm not gonna move in with you, just because, like, that's what's trending right now. Like, feel the pressure and I need to move in with you just because everybody's doing it. You gotta put the ring on it, sir.
And so the Bible does say so.
Please.
So you are not moving in if
No.
there is no.
Yeah.
No, we're not moving
Absolutely.
in.
Come on.
Because what are you trying to do?
Come on.
No. Like, honestly.
I think also, I think marriage is like false. Firstly, it's not for everybody. Obviously, those
True,
that
yeah.
follow the traditional route will follow it, whatever. I am just, it's like I'm in two places about it. Do I want to do it? I don't have to do it because
Yeah.
I've always viewed it. As I said, I have a perfect example at home, and then I've got another. There's another couple that I know that they've been dating for over 20 years. When they broke up, they just went to their two separate places. They're back together now, and they're back living together. So it was so simple. There was no divorce proceedings
Exactly.
or anything. It's
Yeah.
just take
Things
your
are being
things and go.
simple.
So
I
you
just
just
feel like
hate
a lot of
the
people.
whole
I
process of
don't
divorcing.
hate it, and I
Yeah.
think I am starting to warm up to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But growing up, and when I mean warming up, I mean like only within this year.
Listen, Zach.
I've always
Yeah.
told myself I
Mina-
don't see myself as a mom, and I
Sure.
don't see myself being married. I can literally I thrive in my solitude. So for me, that is just like having someone, mommy, oh, hell no, not for me. But I'm growing into like I'm
Yeah.
warming up to the idea, as I said. But I also view that marriage, a lot of people have used marriage as a security blanket.
True.
So a lot of people want to justify that, oh no, if you do love me, like use it as a weapon also.
No.
If you do love me, then marry me. If you do love
like,
me,
for
no.
what?
No, it
For
shouldn't be
what?
like that because, like, when you're doing it with the right person, like,
Yeah,
honestly, don't
yeah.
go out and marry a person you don't like, you don't see a
Because,
future with,
yeah, I
because
understand,
everybody's
yeah,
doing it and you
yeah.
see timeline, like, no.
But people change. The
Shut
person
and
that that
stuff.
you marry can become a completely different person that you end up hating by when things go sour. So you can marry what you think you know a person is and what you see them for, what you see them as today.
Yeah.
But then in a few years' time, that person is not going to be the same person that you married.
Come
True.
on,
No, that's
preach
true.
marriage.
No, that is so true. You know, like, I think with what is happening with what is happening in the socials, right? Like how like marriage is being perceived, right? So what we see on social media is that like marriage, you know, like two guys,
They
like
make it look
two,
pretty.
they make it look beautiful.
Yeah.
They package it so nicely that when you're outside and you're like, oh my gosh, I wanna get married, right? But when, like, honestly, like, you have to know within like people, like, it's two different people who are coming together to become one. So we don't have to deviate from that, like, you know. So like, like social media package it so nicely that we also want to do it, but
You forget the
Pressure.
social media is a way of packaging
Pressure.
things that makes it look very pretty outside, but then they don't give insight as to how difficult it was, the tears, the blood, all of that things that go into doing or posting all these things. So I think social
are.
media people just make it look too nice, and then
but
it's a distorted reality.
It
It's a
is.
distorted
They
reality.
won't post bad part of it. They won't post.
true.
A lot of
Because-
Like,
a lot of people have started coming out and like posting it, like she said, like with the pressure thing. She
Sure.
doesn't really
Yes.
feel that the pressure is on anymore because people aren't just showing the nice side. People
Yeah.
are letting
Now
viewers in
everything,
on the bad side of things, like the sicknesses that people go through, the family
Yeah.
issues that people go through. So they are becoming a lot more transparent with it, but I don't think it's where it needs to be.
True,
I'm not
yeah.
saying people need to go like say, oh yeah, like for example, I'm going to the clinic today, I'm going to do this, that, and the other. No, but I just don't think that the negative side of social media has come out as much as it needs to, in order for people to then decipher for themselves whether or not, you know, maybe this isn't as glamorized
yeah.
as, and this is not really something I want to follow because this isn't what it looks like. Is so
True.
social media is fake. You have to
Guys, there's no
understand
script into this thing.
Yeah.
There really
And
isn't.
I think the one problem that we have is actually following those rules and trying to check what other people are going through to make their relationships thrive.
Yeah.
There's no script into this
There's
thing.
no script.
Like there's couples that I've met 2-3 weeks down the line. On the
But
fourth
yeah.
week, they are engaged, they're happy, and they
Yes.
live happily
Happily
ever
ever
after.
after.
And then there's some that got married after 5 years, but they didn't last even a month in their marriage. I just think it has to be like our thing to make it
Sure.
work.
yes,
Yeah,
it
true.
is.
Sure.
Yeah,
is.
and there's this something that someone said, you know, like she's been married for like 3 decades now.
Is it?
Yes. High school student. So what she told me was that, you know, like us young people, like before we actually get pressured by what's happened, like socially, we need to find ourselves, like know who you are going into that marriage. Because if you don't know who you are, you're gonna like change yourself in order to
Please the person, your partner.
please
Yeah,
your partner,
yeah.
adapt to their lifestyle. Kandi, like also like know who you are, have your own standing, have your own money. Like honestly, that's one of the things that social media doesn't tell us. Because okay, so you're gonna be a housewife, guy's gonna provide for everything,
Yeah.
but also like
Not in this economy.
no, have your own thing. Yes, if he wants to provide, let him provide, but also have your own
have
thing.
Your own things,
have
but
your own thing.
ungalauli.
Yes. Yeah.
Ungalauli. Don't own the house.
No, obviously you're not gonna own the
Yes,
house.
the man, the man.
We're gonna get to that.
It goes
We're gonna
back
get to that.
your
yeah.
point ties back to, and I've had this conversation with multiple people because I've seen it all the time. Individuality. It comes back down to individuality
Yes.
within a marriage, within a friendship, within whatever relations you come across in life.
True.
It happens more so in marriages that I've noticed, where people tend to, especially if you don't
They
know
lose
yourself,
themselves.
they lose
Yes.
themselves
And they're
completely,
like,
and then. It's like, but who am I actually as a person?
Yes.
Like you
I'm
completely
somebody's
use your
wife.
individuality. Yes, like no, I don't.
Yes.
I think it's
am
very
Mrs.
important to have.
Somebody.
It's very
Yeah.
important to have a backbone.
Angeke
Very-
uzofana nostana. Why you want to be youngster is being youngster, guys.
Yeah, true.
Ah,
Yeah,
ngifuna ukuba njengoyoungster. Like, you know, the way he is, like
Yeah.
no, you have to know yourself.
true.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
be yourself. That's it.
I think that's where social media can also come ahead and influence a direction. Because
Yes.
if you don't have that self-esteem, that self-confidence, that feeling good about yourself and knowing who you are, I think
Sure.
social media can also play a big role in. Do I use the word? Do I use identity crisis? Because that's what
No,
it can
it
lead
is.
to.
It is.
I mean,
identity
that's
crisis.
where it can
I
lead
know, yeah.
to. So
Very problematic
very- yeah,
currently.
it
yeah,
really
because a lot
is.
of people find themselves after having kids and stuff, and they're like, "Oh no, I'm gay."
yeah, yes,
Oh,
I've seen that many times.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
I always
yes,
liked
yes.
men. Imagine.
And you were married and you have children, but you've always liked men.
No, but even that, it also happens in like real life situations where like I've been faking this life, like faking being like
Yeah,
this,
it happens if
the
you are faking,
lifestyle,
sure,
like
sure.
faking the lifestyle for the likes, for the social, for the
yes.
pressure. Like every time I go home, like they know me as having money. So now I don't have money. I'm renting this car, but when I go home, I'm like I have to have this car because that's the life they know me of.
There's
You
an
get
image that
pressure
you are
from
portraying.
Yes, I've been
You need to
portraying.
uphold this image
Yes,
for people.
so I think that's one of the things that, like, as we're saying, we lose ourselves in the things that we are doing in order to make sure that we are attracting people's eyes.
Yeah.
Very
So that-
materialistic.
Yes.
Very materialistic
Yeah.
lifestyle. It really is.
It's all about these days. Yeah, materialistic world. Like, you even do things that you wouldn't say you wanted to do
Yeah, you
'Cause-
end up.
because of the pressure. And, the pressure comes from you, actually.
Yes.
You internalize
Honestly,
it.
yes.
You internalize that pressure.
Because it's
Yeah.
you who said, I want to rent the car so I can show them and they will like my
Yes.
pictures. And then now the car, you can't take it back because when
Abantu
you...
bazothini.
Exactly, when
Yes.
you don't have the car, bazothini. But you are the one who went there and rent
You
the
see,
car.
guys, that abantu bazotini syndrome, we need to get rid of
Yeah.
it. We really
Danko.
need to get rid of
We
it
have to.
as a whole.
Guys, as a country,
As a
please.
country.
really.
Because like it's ruining a lot of young like us guys.
Yes,
Because
it
now I'm like
is.
people should know me. I live in Four Ways or I live in Centon. What's the other upper echelon? I live in Bedford View. So like I need to always keep like the lifestyle. It needs to level up.
Life
And nah, I don't. That's not even my apartment.
You don't even stay there. You
I don't
know
even
that
stay
place.
there. I'm
Hi,
renting it to
Bonina.
take pictures. Remember, there was a time whereby someone actually exposed what influencers are doing, like acting like they are on private jets.
Sure.
And it
Going
was like,
out to
it was
Dubai and
it was a
things.
set. So it was a set. Yeah. So people were thinking, this person,
Yeah.
like,
Zaga,
private
sure.
jet
Who's
lifestyle.
that?
I'm not gonna say how.
Don't mention.
Girl,
I wanna go check
have
them
you,
out.
Have you seen my bank account? I don't got
I think you just gave me a hint.
them. Negative 1 million.
It's okay, babes. It's
Yeah,
okay.
that's,
It's okay.
that's
I
how
get
much
it.
I have in my bank account.
Yeah.
So like it's that thing. It's the pressure of wanting to showcase this lifestyle that I feel like I should be
I
having.
should be leaving.
Yeah,
sure,
and it's not the
sure.
time. We forget within that there's time, guys. If I'm not supposed to live that way, it's fine for me to aspire to live that way. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna own that car. I'm gonna own that
Yeah,
apartment.
yeah.
But I can't pretend that I'm owning it while I'm not.
Yes,
So I think that's
yes.
like that. We need to like change our mindset as young people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like be like, if I can't afford it, it's fine. Work towards it.
I will.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
yes,
just
I
tell
will.
yourself,
Yes.
I will. Don't
Yes.
say,
True.
I accept
No, we
my
can't give up,
situation.
honestly, because like
Hey,
you know.
come on. You
No,
will. Just
yes.
tell yourself,
True,
I will.
yeah,
Fede,
yeah.
ngizofika
Those
la,
guys are
I'm sorry.
We
What I say?
No, nothing.
Okay.
No, we need that mindset,
that's the
honestly,
Thing. Sure.
yeah.
You can pressurize yourself.
True.
And accepting the situation, it's another thing you don't have to do, guys. Do not accept the situation.
Change
Understand
it.
it and change it.
True. Yeah.
Understand the situation. Okay, Sharp, I'm in a certain situation, then I'll go to a certain thing. And
Yeah.
I need a certain thing on that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Work
so
on
you
it.
have
Find
to work on
solutions. Find solutions.
it. Find it.
Yeah.
That's how it is. If I'm not,
That's
if
true.
because manje, it doesn't mean you don't have it in the future.
Yes.
You will.
You can
Yeah,
have
things
everything
change.
today and
Yeah.
lose everything tomorrow.
Yeah.
True,
Because
yeah.
ours with the Kanban,
Yes.
you have the present moment, you have the now, you have to work on the now.
That's why I feel like
Yeah.
people also
Yeah.
shouldn't just live in the this whole thing of showing off all the good things, Gucci bags and nice cars and things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Because you can aspire to get there one day sharp. You might even get there in the wrong ways, illegally.
Ooh.
People
Yeah,
start to
yes.
obtain
Yes,
things.
yeah.
I was
But
about to
then
get there.
these things eventually catch up with you. Like if you are
Yes.
chasing things immaturely when it's not your time, you are firstly either not going to get it, you're going to get frustrated with yourself along the
No.
way because you're not reaching it quick enough.
Yeah.
And then when you do have it, you're just going to want to be like, oh, but I want more, I want more, I want more.
Yeah.
You're never
Exactly.
going to be satisfied
Exactly.
because you're
Yeah.
constantly chasing something and you're not happy and you don't appreciate what you already have and what you and use what you're working with.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Man,
Saying
that
it
was a
directly,
month.
yeah,
Yes, guys.
Uyikhuluma the way you feel like, yeah.
Like literally, that was a mouthful. Like honestly,
Yeah.
like, and
Yeah,
it's
it was.
important for us as young people to have the right mindset in order for us to, you know, like get into this world and chase it the way we should be chasing it. You know,
Yes.
like our gorgeous guest presenters, you have been so amazing,
Yeah.
so amazing.
you.
Honestly, I wish
Thank
we could
you.
keep y'all.
Oh, we shouldn't stay. It was such
Yes.
a nice
Like
topic.
it was
Yeah.
such
All
an
these
amazing
topics.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes, you know. So, Ma Evie,
Hi.
you wanna say something? Just
No,
to
it's
Fafa.
been great having you guys.
Thank
We
you.
really love hearing people's perspectives on this podcast because there's like various people watching and they
Yes.
do want to hear our personal experiences and what you guys think about certain things that will make sure that our youth, you know, grows to be inspired and
Yes.
better in life, you know, and just like myself. Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and from the Global Youth Talk people,
Pa, 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 pa.
see you next time, same place.
Sa.
Bye.
Sure. So, can I say something for the last time?
Says
For the last
Vali.
time.
Says
Say
Vali.
Vali when-
Bye.
Says Vali.